Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news markets want to move on from the US debt ceiling debate, but there are details to be dealt with. In Washington DC, the House of Representatives has approved the Biden-McCarthy debt deal compromise. It is unlikely to fail in the Senate vote soon. The Biden budget is largely intact in the end. All eyes now turn to the bond markets as the US Treasury races to raise the necessary funds to avoid default. They will come at a higher cost than if these theatrics hadn't played out. And the precursor ADP jobs report came in way stronger than expected, reporting private payrolls expanded 278,000 in May when 170,000 was expected. But they did report pay growth was slowing, and markets are still expecting tomorrow's non-farm payrolls report to deliver 190,000 extra jobs for May. And American initial jobless claims totaled 208,000 last week, little change from the prior week, and really no evidence their labour market is tightening from this data. There is still just 1.6 million people on these benefits. However, on the factory floor, things are tightening. There were 2 factory PMIs out overnight, and both reported contractions in activity. New orders are slowing, and this weaker demand is dragging on performance. But in China, in a bit of a surprise, the private Caixin factory PMI actually expanded in May, in contrast to the official versions which said the sector contracted further. No analysts picked the Caixin PMI reversal. In Europe, consumer inflation retreated somewhat, although it remains high. It fell to 6.1% in May, down from 7% in the previous month, and below market expectations of 6.3%. A year ago, it was 8.1%. In Australia, house price rises are gaining momentum, but global container freight rates slipped yet again last week. Bulk cargo rates fell too. The US Treasury 10-year yield will start today at 3.61% and down another 2 basis points. But the price of gold will start today at $1,977 an ounce and up $10 from yesterday. And oil prices are up $2 today at $70.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is just over $74.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today a 0.5 cent firm at 60.7 US cents. Against the Aussie, we're a 0.5 cent softer at 92.2 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're unchanged at 56.4 euro cents. And that means our trade weight index is only up 10 basis points to 69.2. Remember, Monday is a public holiday in New Zealand and we'll return on Tuesday. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.